Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for San Antonio, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Here we go. It's game 1 of the NBA Cup. This game will count both towards group play and the regular season standings.
Yeah, to win this thing, you probably have to win this first game. Advancing with a loss is possible, but then you have to win your final 3 in the Cup group stage. So this opener is huge.
Pure from three-point range.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. And that one's good by Durant.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
The 3 from Wembanyama. The Rockets pull it in. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he just came flying in. Vassell making sure it goes down.
For Houston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Durant against Vassell. Durant with the bucket. Durant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Castle outside. Thompson with a steal. That's tipped. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Van Vliet against Fox. That three's off the mark. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Castle. Wembanyama with it. Van Vliet covering. Pass to Vassell. Sinks the tray. Vassell's got 8.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high-percentage shots.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well.
Outside Barnes. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Kicks it out to Barnes. Three-pointer off the mark. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
He's off on the first, and the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click. And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. 4th, San Antonio.
They had the bodies and the energy needed to be a strong defensive team, and they made it hard for opponents to do damage.
Here's Durant. We saw him with 39 points last game. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. From downtown, it's hauled in by Houston. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
San Antonio leading. Pass to Barnes. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. And Houston has possession. Durant drives in. Yep, that one's good. Durant's got 6.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Vassell. And here's Castle. Stolen by Thompson. Van Vliet with it. Fox picks him up. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot no good. A bit short. Well, the Spurs shooting around 44% in this opening quarter. Wembanyama. The 3 is up. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Here's Durant. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Vassell outside. The 3 from Barnes, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Smith passes to Thompson. Back to Smith. Durant inside. He's guarded by Vassell. Smith no good. The Spurs have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Outside Barnes. Wembanyama finds Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Rockets trail. And here's Durant. Give him 8. To the left wing. For 3, Smith. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Castle with it. Guarded by Smith. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
For San Antonio, Sohan's checked in for Barnes. And it's Johnson in for Vassell. Johnson on the wing. Defended by Eason. 4-3. Eason pulls it in.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's Fox. Still no points. To the middle. It's tipped. Şengün with a steal. Smith with it. Now guarded by Sohan. Back to Şengün. Pass to Eason. Shoots over Johnson. And the layup is good. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Here's Durant. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. It's stolen by Fox. Castle with it. Now Thompson defending. Fox for 3. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 assists now tonight.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Rockets trail by 3. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Fox. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
The Spurs have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Eason. Here's Thompson. Now here's Smith. Beyond the arc. And Houston another 3.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Fox outside. Clock at 6. Thompson pulls it in.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And Houston will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Durant. And it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. The free throw no good for Wembanyama. We've just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
Now here's Johnson. No points so far. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Spurs making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. The Rockets lead by 3. Okogie, the pass to Capella. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Shepherd. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, Shepherd's so creative with the ball. He confuses the defenders.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Johnson, still without a bucket. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And it's been an interesting ride of late for Keldon Johnson. Stan being asked to take on a number of different roles.
Well, B.A., some guys would struggle seeing their spot in the rotation and their minutes change. But Johnson takes it all in stride and puts the team first.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for San Antonio.
Well, you know Johnson's a guy who likes to use that size and physicality to his advantage.
Pass to Capella. Here's Shepherd. He's covered by Fox. Offensive rebound. Capella lays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 5.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And here's Sohan. The 3. Capella with a rebound. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Eason. 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. From deep, Harper. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Eason. Let's go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Sohan. Deflected. And they're pushing it up. Here's Okogie, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Spurs trail by 7. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fox deciding where to go with it. Cornette sets a screen. Johnson passes to Cornette, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
The Rockets lead by 5. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Well, the Spurs shooting about 43% in this one. Here's Harper, defended by Eason. Harper misses. The Rockets shooting around 44%. Not bad. Outside Holiday. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. Fox with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. This one for 3. Fox splashing it home from deep.
Well, look, Fox will get you back on your heels and then pull the string. Not much you can do to stop that shot.
And the basket by Holiday.
What a display of skill. The defense was solid, but he finds a way.
Spurs trail by 4. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Cornette passes to Johnson. Back to Cornette from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday passes to Okogie. Holiday against Fox. It's stolen.
Wow, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Davison, he's checked in for Houston. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Cornette. Back to Fox. Tipped it away. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Şengün. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Luke Cornette. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And Houston making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Brian?
You love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Outside Eason. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Covered by Johnson. 4 on the clock. Okogie, the pass to Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Harper. No made baskets yet. Here's Sohan. Pass to Harper. Launches a 3. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Shepard, covered by Johnson. Here's Şengün. There's the 3. On target from range. Şengün's got 6 in the quarter.
You love to see Şengün's confidence continue to grow. Just fantastic work off the catch.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama comes in for Sohan, and Castle subbed in for Harper. And then for Houston, Kevin Durant comes in for Finney-Smith. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Castle right side. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama screen. San Antonio again can't hit. Houston leading by 8. Launches it. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Thompson. Durant's got 11 points. The Spurs have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Fox outside to the wing on the left. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Şengün.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
He's had just 1 attempt at the line earlier. Free throw good, Wembanyama. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
And San Antonio making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Coach, after making the playoffs 22 consecutive years up through 2019, the San Antonio Spurs have not been back to that stage since.
Well, every franchise, even storied ones like the Spurs, go through transitional periods. Fortunately for them, they have a lot of young talent and should be back in the playoffs sooner rather than later.
Spurs trail by 9. Fox, the pass to Olynyk. Now here's Castle. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Fox. And he misses the shot again. Only 2 of 7 in this one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Castle. Now Olynyk. Now here's Wembanyama. Defended by Şengün. Castle outside. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Thompson. Can't hit that one. Spurs trail by 9. Down low. Johnson passes to Wembanyama. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And that's now 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Houston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Johnson against Durant. Olynyk with some nice D.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Left side, Wembanyama. Over Şengün. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Durant inside. Johnson on him. Here's Easton. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Spurs shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Back to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Şengün. Another miss by Wembanyama.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Durant against Fox. Thompson outside. Here's Şengün. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now a 12-point Rocket lead. Now Fox. 17 points for him. Last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. For San Antonio, Barnes, he's checked in for Olynyk. Vassell comes in for Johnson, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And then for Houston, Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Eason, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Okogie. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Capella with a block.
Great rim protection from Capella. He does a good job staying in the lane, ready to repel those attacks.
And the three-pointer goes. Durant's got 14.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama with the throwdown.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. The Rockets lead by 13. Now here's Thompson. 26 points for him last game against Memphis. Capella, screen on Castle. Puts it up. Durant, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And he makes it. VanVleet's got his first points of the game.
Well, VanVleet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Castle with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Durant against Vassell. Pass to Harper. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, you can tell Vassell likes sharing the ball. He's not just looking for his shot.
And Houston has possession. And here's Durant. He's got 14. And here's VanVleet. Here's Smith. 5 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. Barnes with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble, showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
And Houston has possession. 11-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Now here's VanVleet. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. Oh, KD against contact inside.
Just the endless length of Durant, helping him right there inside.
San Antonio with the ball. Harper passes to Wembanyama. Now Castle, defended by Thompson. Wembanyama against Capella. Shoots a fadeaway. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Wembanyama's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Nice work from the mid-range. This team encourages Wembanyama to look for his shot.
Smith with a screen on Vassell. Pass to Smith. It's stolen by Wembanyama. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
And so Durant will bring it up for Houston. They've got a 9-point lead. Rebound by San Antonio. Castle for three. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Well, when the 3 ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
Screen by Capella. Durant, pass to Capella. On the wing, Thompson. 6 points for him. Houston working the ball around. 5 on the clock. Knocked loose.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Outside Durant. Durant owning the inside.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's the Houston Rockets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings. If we had power rankings on this show, I think the percentage points would be pretty close between the 3 of us.
Doesn't matter if it's a fraction of a percent or 100%. I'd still be at the top.
Well, it definitely does matter, Shaq. And that's the difference between a tight race and it's being unanimous. That's the difference.
That sounds like what a guy in last place would say.
Ouch. And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
Well, Durant just taking charge. Kept that defense on balance in the first half. I know he's got more tricks up his sleeve.
Without doubt, Shaq. Hard to stop a guy who excels at every type of shot.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
The Rockets lead by 6. So on the floor for Houston. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Well, the Spurs shooting pretty well at 45%. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Dan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat. The block by Wembanyama, And he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And the Rockets shooting about 47%. A nice number. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Şengün. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Şengün's got 14 points for the game.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Back to Vassell. Smith against Barnes. Left side, Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Wow, Victor takes it to him inside.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Durant against Vassell. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 20.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 6. On the wing, Vassell. Back to Fox. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Van Vliet uses the glass to finish the layup. Van Vliet's got his second basket on the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Van Vliet against Fox. Wow, Fox gets it done in close.
No swiping it from Fox. Look at those handles. Plus, he finishes it off.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Durant against Vassell. Durant, the pass to Smith. Van Vliet on the wing. From deep. Barnes with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Smith for 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Thompson against Castle. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Castle misses.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
And here's Durant. He's guarded by Vassell. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
The Rockets lead by 5. Pass to Şengün. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Back come the Spurs in transition. And here's Vassell from the arc. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, BA. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Guys?
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And it's Fox missing.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
It's stolen by Barnes. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Vassell, he's open. Releases from the wing and drills it. Vassell's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, things are really clicking for Vassell on offense, and he's going to keep attacking until it stops working.
Pass to Şengün. Six to shoot. Back to Van Vliet. Pulls it. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 6 points for Fred Van Vliet.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Şengün. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Smith. Oh, Fox with a steal. Vassell with it. Durant covering. Floats one. Barnes, no good. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Van Vliet against Wembanyama. And it's Van Vliet off the drive. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred Van Vliet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He's come a long way. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Good on the second one. Here's Fox. Give him 8. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, screen on Eason. Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. Second chance effort, and it's Wembanyama laying it in. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter.
As a coach, that would drive me nuts. Wembanyama is the first guy you need to get a body on.
Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Over Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Castle for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Saturday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago going up against the Bulls.
And for that game against the Warriors, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
That one misses.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
For San Antonio, Sohan's checked in for Barnes, and it's Johnson in for Vassell. And a change for the Rockets. Thompson's checked in. Castle outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Okogie's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. The Rockets, number 1.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Eason. Can't get it to drop. Sohan with some nice D. San Antonio trailing here. Fox on the take. Johnson passes to Fox for the tie. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Johnson against Durant. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Şengün. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
Inside. And Sohan gets it to go. Sohan's gotten his second bucket.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Now Durant. 22 points for him. Şengün, the screen. Back to Durant. Pass to Okogie. And another miss by Houston.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
For Houston, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's San Antonio has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
Durant against Johnson. Outside Durant. Here's Eason. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Down low. Here's Sohan. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Rockets trail by 5. Now here's Durant. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Fox. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Durant. And Holiday subbed in for Amen Thompson. Holiday passes to Capella. Outside Eason. Screen by Capella. Eason, good. Eason's got 8.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And San Antonio has possession. It's a 5-point game. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Here's Wembanyama. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Capella. Outside Eason. The 3-ball. Gets the 3 to fall. And now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Olenek's checked in for Wembanyama. .46 seconds left in the third. Here's Harper. San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. 29 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Capella. Cornette defending. Finney-Smith passes to Eason. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Finney-Smith. Misses the 3. The third quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top, up 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. San Antonio leading by 4. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Harper. To the inside. Cornette can't hit. Rockets trail by 4. Deflects the pass. Oh, Fox with a steal. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You can tell Sohan has a team mentality out there. He's not playing for himself.
And Houston has possession. Here's Okogie. Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Capella can't get it to go. Sohan with the ball. And Capella picks him up defensively. Now here's Cornette. And here's Fox. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And now a 9-point San Antonio lead.
Over his career, Fox has increased his three-point attempts. Gotten much more comfortable with his jumper.
Pass to Capella. Back to Okogie. Clock at 6. Here's Finney-Smith. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Spurs lead by 9. And Fox, here we go. From deep, Harper. It's hauled in by Houston. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity?
The first free throw is good. Olynyk checked in for San Antonio. Second free throw, no good.
They're missing a chance to trim the lead by leaving points at the line.
Double team on Fox. Here's Harper. Pass to Olynyk. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. Rockets trail by 8. Okogie, the pass to Şengün. Back to Okogie. Şengün with it. Over Olynyk. Şengün, no good. And if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Olynyk. Fox outside. Back to Olynyk. Outside Johnson. Olynyk with a screen on Eason. From deep. The shot by Johnson, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And here's Fox. Now an update on Victor Wembanyama from the sideline. What'd you find out?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for San Antonio provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, well, on one hand, I'm sure they're glad to know what's wrong. But on the other hand, that's a serious injury. Best of luck to him in his recovery process.
Finney Smith passes to Eason. Shoots over Johnson. The Rockets with another miss. San Antonio leading by 6. Out to Fox. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
Here's Durant. Outside Eason. To the wing, right side. Şengün finds Durant. Over Fox. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 24 points.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
The Spurs have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Fox outside. No good on the 3. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Durant surveying the D. Here's Finney Smith. The three-pointer off the mark.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Wembanyama. Wemby using those long strides in transition.
He has such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Houston. Capella screen on Fox to the paint. Right side Wembanyama. From deep, Harper. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got assist number 7 tonight. So it's the Rockets now. They trail by 11. Fox against Durant. Şengün a screen on Fox. Durant, the pass to Şengün. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, good physical play from the big man. Şengün refused to be stopped.
For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Cornette. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Eason. San Antonio leading by 8. Up top, Vassell. He's marked by Finney Smith. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Şengün. Wembanyama, no good. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Thompson. Good work defensively by Castle. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from the high post. And the shot's good. Wembanyama's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
The 3, Durant. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Fox outside. Out to the wing. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Şengün. Wembanyama pass to Fox. Clock is at 3. Tough Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Rockets trail by 7. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Outside Barnes. Şengün against Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from 14. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Durant against Fox. Here's Van Vliet. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Here's Durant. Back to Smith. It's stolen by Barnes. And here comes the break. Thompson with a steal. Up top, Smith. He's guarded by Barnes. Outside Durant. Van Vliet with a screen on Fox. 6 on the shot clock.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Fox. Vassell! Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Fox with the ball. Van Vliet covering. Double team on Fox. Vassell fires! Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Castle. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
Yeah, this kid, Castle, loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
Durant with the drive. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And that's big-time stuff from Durant. He loves being the guy to take important shots.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter here. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. And here we go, the Rockets in transition.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
San Antonio trailing here. Fox outside. Wembanyama, screen on Van Vliet. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Sengun, a screen on Fox. Van Vliet cashes in from 18.
And we've seen him do it in finals games. Van Vliet loves the big spot. Wants to be that guy.
Van Vliet against Fox. On the take. Oh, Fox with the flush off the drive.
Ooh, like an artist getting creative in the air. He can finish above the rim in a lot of ways, and they're all fun.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 1. From 15 feet away. Another shot. Sengun. Fox there for the rebound. Back come the Spurs in transition. It's off. Van Vliet outside. Wembanyama there for the rebound. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Here's Castle. Vassell outside. From downtown. Ooh, it misses. Now Van Vliet. Sengun, a screen on Fox. Now Sengun. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Timeout called, Mitch Johnson. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
Durant. Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Unreal. What a finish. Nothing better than a buzzer-beating 3 to win.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Kevin, you had a great performance individually. What made the game look so easy for you?
Well, my teammates, they played so well tonight, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
Winning time. That's what I like to hear. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.